Hello Cancer, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. For this reading for October 16th through the 31st, we're going to be taking a look at both general and love messages using tarot and the crystal. So I've already shuffled for you. I'm just going to cut the deck and we can begin. So that one that wanted to come out there is our overall energy. It's the Queen of Pentacles flowering. We also have the Hierophant, nothingness, the Three of Cups, celebration, the Ace of Pentacles, maturity, and the Moon. This is past lives. Okay. A lot of first impression, a lot of rainbow, like colors, the spectrum of colors. So indicating that your energy is really well balanced and you have a good flow, especially when we talk about like physical health and all of your chakras being open and activated. That's the first thing that I'm seeing here. There is potentially a minor pinch point right in the center around the solar plexus that might be an issue, especially if you're prone to digestive troubles. That might be something that you need to look into a little bit further. Maybe pay attention to what foods trigger that and do a little research into why that might be for you. But generally, I just see a lot of vibrancy flowing through you, especially on a physical level. Now, this is a very nice poised energy. This Queen of Pentacles, she is calm, cool, and collected. She knows what's going on. And you being here, you're very comfortable with where you are right now. And you're very confident about where you're going. So you have a plan, and you may not have shared it with everybody, but you are definitely in control. We have the Hierophant, which is a card of authority. And this is the card that it's simply black. I think of it as a blank canvas. Now, I think that you're keeping things close to your chest, and it's kind of like you have this secret smile on your face. So everybody's looking at you wondering what your next move's going to be, but you aren't telling everybody. You're keeping it, hush hush, but you know what you're going to be doing. And you're just waiting for the moment for that great unveiling of your plan. So it seems very interesting that this message is coming up, but you must have something going on, some kind of surprise perhaps up your sleeve. So paired with the Three of Cups celebration, this could be, for some of you, some kind of surprise party that you're planning, and you're keeping it all quite on the down low because it is a surprise, and you're trying to, really keep that from the person who it's meant for. For others of you, this is an enhanced connection with the people in your workplace. It's interesting because for some of you, you may have come from a workplace environment where things are quite rigid and, you're not really friends with your coworkers. You are just strictly business. But right now, you find yourself in this situation, or will be finding yourself in this situation where that is kind of, that gap is bridged, and you're going from being just kind of starch and business to kind of letting loose. Maybe you're going to be hanging out with one or more of your coworkers outside of work and really find that you enjoy each other's company and that you do truly have a new friend that you can be with. But I am definitely picking up the workplace and kind of this sense of rules being relaxed, and kind of an easygoing attitude compared to what it used to be. So good news in that regard. Now we have maturity and we have past lives. Definitely a strong sense of timing with these two cards. This is the past and the present merging together. This can be talking about karmic lessons coming back around. This can be something that you have attempted to learn in a previous life, and perhaps you didn't perfect it quite the way that you wanted to, and you are taking this as an opportunity a second time around, or maybe more, to perfect it, because you are now at this place where you are wiser, you're more mature, and you are able to learn this lesson well enough to be satisfied with it and to finally kind of put it to rest. So this is about you clearing some kind of past karmic energy. This can be for some of you a relationship, and because we do have this celebration here, this can be releasing strong karmic energy between you and another person and finally being free of that. And that's a real weight off of your shoulders, whether you are consciously aware of that weight having been there or not. It's a weight off of your shoulders. You're ready for this though. Whatever this is, I'm looking at this maturity card, and especially paired with the Queen of Pentacles, these two energies that are so supremely confident and self-assured. And there's this inner knowing that you can handle absolutely anything that life throws at you. I don't see this as being incredibly challenging. It's not going to be a piece of cake necessarily, but you've got this under control. And I feel like whatever this is that's coming your way, bubbling up from the past, you know how to deal with it, and you're going to do it very successfully. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. So we want additional messages for Cancer. Okay, first thing I'm seeing is you sinking a hoop. So like we've got a basketball, taking the shot, slam dunk, goes right in. This right here that we're talking about, and I wish I could pin it down a little bit more, but obviously everybody has a different past and everybody has different experiences, so it's not going to fit with everybody. But whatever your situation might be, maybe you failed in the past at whatever this was, and that's why it's coming back around for you to try again. This time, like I said, it's like one try and you've got it. You're done. It's complete. So you can carry forward, have that lightness, have that celebration, knowing full well that you've done a really good job. So this is a really beautiful energy coming in for you, Cancer. For some of you, this has to do with you realizing a childhood dream. So like achieving or taking steps towards achieving something that you longed to do or be when you were very young. I see you kind of like going back and reliving these memories from childhood of, oh, when I grow up, I really want to do this, or when I grow up, I really want to be that, or be that kind of person. And you're doing that now. It might not be exactly the way that you imagined, but as far as is practical and rooted in reality, you're doing it. So you have this beautiful sense of completion, and I see that here through the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card as well. That ties in really nicely, I think, to our earlier messages. And I'm going to now move on, and we'll take a look into love and romance for you. So I've already shuffled the cards here. I'm going to cut the deck with the top being for yourself and the bottom being for your partner or potential partner. So your overall energy for love, we have the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so you had the Three of Cups come out twice now. So that's really good. That's really happy, celebratory energy, spending time with friends and close family members, really enjoying yourself. Now your partner has the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So a little bit of troubling energy between the two of you overall. With the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, this is uncomfortable. These energies, and both of you are uncomfortable and on edge right now for some reason. So this can be cut because of the dynamic between you. Maybe there's a lot of tension. Maybe there's a lot of worry about where this is going, or maybe it's not quite working out the way that you wanted to. And so there's that kind of friction and tension within you and between you. Perhaps it's something that's a little bit more external. It's not necessarily because of your relationship, but because of a circumstance that you find yourself in. And I think that might be the case for a lot of you because the cards beneath are really good. So it's not all doom and gloom by any means, but the Eight of Swords is about feeling trapped and unable to escape from a perceived prison. And the Nine of Swords is about expecting the worst to happen. It can also be talking about grief and fear and self-doubt as well. So that's what your partner is coming in with. Now, you have the Ace of Swords and you have the Three of Cups. Now, beautiful that you have the Ace of Swords, because the Eight of Swords requires you to free yourself, and that's exactly what the Ace of Swords helps you do. It is the singular sword that is very, very powerful, and it's this divine inspiration that helps you to empower yourself and realize that you have a lot more control over your life than you may have previously thought, and you're going to be able to take the necessary actions to free yourself from whatever prison you may be feeling that you are in, whether this is a mental prison, whether this is a prison of circumstances that you find yourself in, or whatever else it might be. And then you have this beautiful light celebration coming in. So it's like this very heavy weight is being rapidly, this is a very sudden energy. It moves in very quickly, rapidly. All of a sudden, this weight that has been pressing down on you is just pulled back and away. And you're able to really bubble up and just be who you are and celebrate. And it's really, really wonderful. So I'm happy that this is happening for you. Getting back to being able to express love again. It's fantastic. Now, your partner has the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This is indicating that for many of you, the reason why there is so much heaviness and tension between your energies here is a financial reason. So perhaps money's tight. Perhaps someone has lost a job, or maybe their job has been in question. You know, there's not that security there anymore. However, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. This is indicating that good fortune is coming your way. The wheel is turning back around in your favor and restoring balance in terms of the security of your home and your family. So you can rest easy because good things are coming your way, and you're not going to have to continue to live with this heavy negative energy anymore. So really, really concentrate, hope, and pray, and any opportunity that comes your way, take it. This Ace of Swords is a divine blessing, but it's an opportunity. So you have to make of it what you will. It's not just going to do it for you. This can be some kind of offer that's going to come your way, an idea, some kind of inspiration, a change in perspective or point of view that will free you and provide you with whatever it is that you need to shift in order to bring in this abundance back into your life. So I think that when you're approaching the end of October, you and your partner are going to be feeling much better. There's a lot more lightness, there's peace, there's easygoing energy, very, very different from where I see you currently. So we're letting that go and moving forward to what's better. For those of you who are single, I think you may be struggling with taking the necessary steps to put yourself out there. With this Eight of Swords, it's almost like you've kind of set yourself up to be self-limiting. Maybe, for example, you said, oh, I'm only going to date this kind of person. But meanwhile, there's plenty of other people, they just don't quite fit the category of this type of person. So this is changing. You're becoming a lot more open-minded, and that's what's setting you free. And you're going to be definitely doing some dating. For those of you who are in the dating arena, lots of dating, lots of mingling with other people, meeting new people, having a really good time, and making good connections. Now, just be careful, because a potential partner that's circulating around you, they're having a negative influence on you, potentially, and I don't want you to get kind of swept up into their negative attitude, because they're having a really hard time pulling themselves out of that, and I don't want you to get stuck and trapped in that, because they're stuck and trapped in that, and you do not need to be stuck in that. You're meant to be happy, light, and free. You're meant to enjoy life and be with somebody who is already in a good place. You don't have to fix them. You don't have to make them get to that good place. They need to take care of that on their own. Okay? So that's just a word of caution for you. I'm going to take a look into the crystal, and we'll see what else is coming up for you, Cancer. There's a bit of mystery here. I think this is meant for those of you who are single and looking or dealing with a new relationship. Someone that you haven't been with for, a significant amount of time. This is still fresh. The way that it's coming up here, it's like this person is so mysterious. Or maybe you're the one who's mysterious. Could go either way. But let's say that this person is so mysterious, and they're very intriguing because of that, but they're also hard for you to understand. It's like you're constantly having to strive to keep pace, because they don't just say what they mean. They speak in riddles, or they behave in riddles, and you're always having to try to figure out what they mean by it. So I mean, can be exciting for sure, but it kind of has to phase out at some point in order for it to work, because you can't always be scratching your head wondering what the heck is going on with this person. They need to be a little bit more clear and direct with you. Right now, and I think this is your energy that I'm seeing, the way that it's feeling to me, because you are a water sign. I'm seeing this beautiful, calm, still pool, and it's inside of a cave. It's a beautiful circular pond. It's smooth as glass, very reflective, still. And this is representing your inner landscape and where you're at right now. It's pristine, and you have to respect that. You have to respect that you thrive when you have that calm peace around you. So if someone that you're dealing with doesn't quite have that same energy, they don't have to be exactly like you, of course, that's boring, but if they're very chaotic and they're causing all kinds of ripples in your very calm, still waters, it's exciting at first, but over time it's going to become aggravating. So just think on that. I'm seeing a blockage being removed from you if you are in a relationship, and I think that this is talking about that message that we were talking about before. For those of you who are coupled, the blockage is whatever has been keeping you feeling burdened and heavy and feeling like you're trapped and there's no escape. That is a blockage, and that is being removed. I'm literally seeing like a plunger, and it's like taking that out. No more. So that's really good. Now, we also had that kind of mind frame shift for those of you who are single and looking, and I think that's the blockage. It's this Eight of Swords is your blockage. You're feeling trapped. It's stale, it's stagnant, and you can't go anywhere. So that's coming to an end. That's what's being removed. So, of course, what this is going to be different for everybody, but bottom line is this is over. And I think that's why there's this beautiful celebratory energy, because you're happy to see this gone. This isn't fun, and you're ready to have fun and lightness and sunshine and smiles and laughter again. So I'm really happy for you, Cancer. It looks like you're going to be in a really good place at the end of October, and I wish you all the best. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So take care of yourself, and I hope to see you again in November for the next 2-week forecast, and I will see you again soon.